Good evening, Woodhounds. And look at this. We got to get things started right off the bat because Jay is throwing out a super chat to get things started. So, welcome everyone to the Back 40 live stream. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time to put the week behind us. And Jay right here is getting us started. So, raise your cups up and let's kick off this live stream. Cheers, everyone, and thank you very much, Jay. Cheers. Oh, man, oh, man. Whew. So, yes, good evening. How is everybody doing? We've got, I didn't even switch to the graphics for the super right there. I'll do that. I remember to do that next time. So, so yes, I'm testing out a new audio thing here tonight. I've got a little speaker up here, so if my audio is not coming through, just let me know. But hopefully it sounds all right. And one other question I had just to get things, well, I'll get to the question in a second, but welcome everyone. If anybody here is new, so sometimes there's, every now and then we get some new Woodhounds on the live stream. So I just wanted to throw one thing out there that when anyone donates to the channel, we raise up our cups. And so that's why sometimes you'll see sporadically we'll, make a toast. That's what it's for. So you don't have to, it doesn't matter what's in your cup. Just raise it up with us and do a team Woodhound drink. But the one thing I was wondering is anybody out there watching like on their TV? Like, does anybody watch on their TV? That's because I don't know if when you're watching on the TV, if the chats on the side come through or not. Because sometimes I will like reference something from the chat, and so I don't know if people watching on their TV, if they see the chat messages or not. So oh, okay. So the chats do show up. Okay. Perfect. Oh, and look at this. So here we go. So here's your chance, if you're new here, to raise your cups up because we have, we got to pop this out there. Woodchucker. Ladies and gentlemen, we raise up our cups right here and we give a big cheers to Mr. Woodchucker. Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if the chat messages show up on TV or not. Because I had a few people mention that they watch on their TV. So I didn't know about that. Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get better at this. I'm trying to get if I am going to talk about one of the comments, I try to bring it out onto the screen as a little graphic. So hopefully I'll keep doing that. But yeah, so it's been a great week. It's cooled down here. I don't know if what the weather's like where all you guys are at. But yeah, we cooled off big time. In fact, so much that you saw in the video that last Sunday we fired up the wood boiler. So hey, look at that. I gotta pop this one out. So I think we're only like 18 subscribers away from 7K, and then we're gonna do the Van Dusen Axe giveaway. So get ready for that. It's on its way, which means potentially next week we will be revealing it right here on the live stream. So yeah, so I know I put out there if you guys had any questions, any questions about the boiler. So right here, our good friend, Southwest Woodhound, Mr. Paul Dickey, how many times do you stoke the boiler? And right now, I'm going on about twice a day. So I put wood in the morning and then wood in the evening. So twice a day, getting about 12 to 14 hours per burn cycle. So that's usually Usually what I end up doing, sometimes in the winter, if it gets really cold, I'll go out like in the middle of the day and throw a little in, and then I'll wait till like really late at night to fill it up so it makes it through the night. But hey, there's a new member here, new Woodhound. John, welcome. How you doing? New to the live thing tonight from Kenora, Ontario, Canada. All right. So, yeah, if over there in the chat, Merc, our good friend Merc, threw up that link. If you haven't gone over to back40woodhound.com to sign up for the giveaways, make sure you do that. Because I think what we're going to do is probably next week when we reveal the axe, we might have a little giveaway. So, but somebody had just asked about, and I think somebody asked about how much I burn in a season. And I'm actually this year going to be keeping track of how much I burn. So I built myself a little 4 foot by 4 foot, like little rack. It's only half of a face cord, but I'm going to fill that up. And then every time I empty it out, I'm going to make a mark on the wall, and we're going to see. So just to keep you caught up on the tally so far. Now, keep in mind that I'm burning all of my pine, my red pine, and some of the kind of not so great pine up right now. So, hey, we got another newcomer here tonight, upstate New Yorker. Good evening. Welcome to the Back 40 live stream. But yeah, so I started it on Sunday afternoon, and so far from Sunday through tonight, I just went out and filled it up, and I have used half of a face cord. So, yeah, half of a face cord in less than a week. But like I said, that's all pine, so it's, it's going to burn up pretty fast, but may as well use it. I have a whole bunch of it, so I want to use it up. Hey, Fern Hill Farm, how are you doing, buddy? And Outside with Shibe is here. Firewood Midwest, I saw you in here. Whacking Axes, how are you doing? How's everything going at the roadside stand? I had a little bit of a slow start to the week, but now the last few days, there's been some movement. So, but yeah, so we'll see. I mean, obviously this year, if I keep track of all the wood I burn, it's probably going to be a little bit more because I do have quite a bit of that pine to burn up. I mean, it'd be different if it was all oak. So that'll be one variable that, will mix into it, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, hey! The Saw Surgeon is here. Good evening, Mr. Saw Surgeon. Daniel Atkins, how are you doing? I don't know what you're talking about here, Fernhill Farm. The need for speed. Yes, the Woodhound shirt here. So I did see in the comments that a lot of people were firing up their wood stoves, or some people I think had their boilers going, but we actually last night we had our first major frost advisory. So I don't know what the temps are like around where everyone's at, but we cooled off to 30. I think it got down to 33, so we didn't freeze, but it was close. And this morning it was chilly. Very chilly, very chilly. I think Larry Cluck, saw you in here. I think you're sending that cold weather over here, aren't you? Yeah, so it's, then that's the thing is if you do have a wood stove, it's a little different because you can just fire it up, in the morning just to get the chill out of the house. But with the boiler, I mean, that thing, it's almost easier to just keep it going than to, let it go out and then wait a day and the next day start it back up. But oh, oh, I'm just trying to I thought I missed something in the comments. Sorry. These things fly by sometimes. I get distracted. Joe's Firewood's here. Jeff Johansson. Yes, here we go. So I know everyone's been waiting for this. On Sunday, I will have the video out with the new saw. See, that's what, is that I kind of do my videos on the weekends, and then during the week I have to release them. So like I have to get caught up now to where I've had I've only put 2 tanks of gas through it. So I'm on the 2nd tank of gas, and that's one of the things I ask about in my video is like, I don't know what everyone's, I guess, thoughts are on the proper way to break in a new saw. So watch the video on Sunday and leave me the feedback. Oh, hey, Paul Dickey. Paul Dickey. Thank you very much. All right, Woodhounds, let's raise our cups up to Mr. Paul Dickey for that donation right there, the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. So cheers, everyone. Thanks again, Paul. How many cc's is the 500? It is, the technical spec is 79.2. 79.2 cc's. So I guess you could call it 80, maybe. I don't know. All right. So this is what happens sometimes if you are new here. Just when you put your cup down, sometimes we got to raise it back up. Oh, wait a minute here. Because Mr. Sid's Time Outdoors, thank you very much, Sid, saying hello and howdy to all the Woodhounds. So cheers, everybody. And thanks again, Sid. But yeah, so the guy at the dealership told me, don't worry about breaking it in. Just, fire it up and let her rip. Just go. And another guy that I talked to, he told me 4 to 5 tanks of fuel, varying your throttle speed, and, so I don't know. Another guy told me that the dealership told me to just go full bore right away because they just want me to come back and buy another one when something goes wrong with it. So, oh, whacking axes, 3 tanks of gas without going full throttle. All right. Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm on my 2nd tank of fuel, and I've full throttled just a little bit, like not all the way full throttle through a log. But yeah, I was actually a little when I was running it for the first time, I was a little intimidated because I didn't know just what to expect. Oh. Hey, Simon, how are you doing, Simon? So like I said, I think what we'll do is next week when we reveal, there's going to probably end up being 2 giveaways in October. So next week we'll do one when we reveal the axe, and then the following week, or maybe we'll save the axe for Halloween, or what is the date? The Friday before Halloween. Is Halloween on the 30th? That might be a good time to do the giveaway for the axe. But we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, either next week or the week following week, we'll do the This time I've just got like 3 prize packages. So we'll do 3, and then we'll save the Van Dusen axe for a special night, because the Van Dusen axe deserves a night all to itself. Yeah, so that's the whole thing, is that, I just didn't know. Like I said, I've been hearing different. I heard 4 to 5 tanks. Now, whacking axes, he says 3. So I'll probably give it at least 3 to 4. And actually, I'll be filling up the 3rd one probably tomorrow. So then it will be ready to rip. But it already, and I say this in the video on Sunday, but I now am getting a better understanding, or now I have more of an understanding and appreciation for the term power saw compared to chainsaw, if that makes sense. But I've heard, you see, like Buckin, Billy Ray, he always refers to them as power saws, and so that's what I'm understanding more of now. Hey, Richie! Richie's Outdoors, how are you doing? And we got Big Bear. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by tonight. Oh my goodness. Sid's Time Outdoors. All right. Gotta run. Stay safe. Stay positive, Woodhounds. That's right, everyone. So let's raise our cups up to Sid. Sid's Time Outdoors. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a great weekend. Cheers. When we switch to the little graphics, is that music too loud? Sometimes I don't know if that music gets too loud, or if I should even play it. But I kind of like to have that little jingle in there, Oh, yes. So, the Back 40 Thunderdome shelter that I put up as well last weekend, I'm going to be making some modifications to that as well, based off of what some of you have said and left comments, given feedback. So I'm going to be making a few changes inside of it, so watch for that coming up. But so far, it's been working out great. I've actually left both ends open, and seems to be plenty of airflow, so seems to be doing good. But I might end up moving those totes of firewood out just to get a little more room. But yeah, that thing is, I was going to make a video of putting it up, but we actually put it up like over the course of 3 days. So like we did one day where we put all the big ribs together, and then another day where we kind of started putting those together. So it was just kind of strung out too long, and I figured it'd be better to give you guys a little shifty swerve and start the video off by putting up that tarp over the big silo pipe. And then, just reveal the shelter. But I think that silo pipe would have worked with a bigger tarp. I think I had too small of a tarp. If I would have had a bigger tarp, I could have made a big circus canopy. Hey, I saw a question back here. I'll have to see. I think Daniel Atkins, I think you asked something about the little boss man trick-or-treating, and we don't know yet what's going to happen with trick-or-treating. We haven't heard. Oh, yes. Harry Ellingsworth. How are you doing, buddy? Yes, and a longer pipe. But, the longer pipe, though, would have been tough to get I guess I could have propped the thing up and got the tarp up on top of it. I showed I told Amanda that that's what I was going to do as well. I told her, yeah, I found this big pipe. I'm going to just put a tarp up and make like a little tent. And she was like, what are you thinking? Oh, hey! Hot Rod Dave. Thank you very much. All right, Woodhounds. Team Woodhound. Cheers to Mr. Hot Rod Dave. Thank you very much, my friend. Woo! Yeah. Off to another wild wild ride tonight here. Last week was pretty was trying to get that saw, trying to show that saw, and it was like every 2 minutes. Now there is a good idea. Hand out pieces of kindling to all the kids. Well, see, here's the thing is that we've never, like, normally we always take the boss man, he goes with his cousins, and we always go with him. So we're never home to hand out any candy. Like, we're always gone. So, but I was thinking of one year, like, either making, maybe this year, well, maybe not, because all the stuff going on, but it would be cool to, like, decorate up the wood yard and have, like, a haunted wood yard for kids to come walking through. I think that'd be pretty cool. Have, like, a fog machine rolling out the fog and have a couple people come over dressed up like zombies or something. Hey, we've got some international folks in the house tonight. Nick Ladd from Ireland. Good evening. Or I guess good early morning to you over there. Staying up late or getting up early. I don't know which one you're doing, but thanks for tuning in and thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I think I think the haunted woodyard would be something I'm going to look into. Like I said, this year probably won't work just because I don't know, but maybe next year. And then just have stacks of wood, kind of like maybe a little maze, have a little trail they can walk through. Actually, we do have a trail that starts behind the pond, goes up the hill and comes down through the woodyard. So we could have a little haunted woodyard trail. Dennis Hayes, good evening. How are you doing? Oh, and speaking of the pond, that was the other thing we did this week. We drained the pond. So the pond is empty. No more swimming this year. That's actually where the little placeholder picture, I took that from down in the pond for this live stream tonight. But yeah, I figured I needed to get I had to get all the lines blown out, get all the water out before it freezes, and there was a chance it was going to freeze tonight, so yesterday we finished blowing the lines out and draining it all out, and so now it sits empty until next spring. Which, next spring when we fill it up, then, yeah, that'll be, God, there's a few things I'm going to redo on it, so maybe in the spring I'll do a little video of that stuff. some more landscaping, yard restoration, I guess you would call it. I don't know. I did the backyard transformation videos for when I built it, but there's going to be some modifications that we make to it. Yep, no ice fishing either, Larry. We drained it all out. There's only like a little bit of water in the one end left. So, but now the problem is that it fills up with leaves and pine needles and just becomes a big mess. Hey, Joe. Joe, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, look at that. Look at that little profile picture with that nice orange looking shirt he's got on there. Oh, and look who else is in the house. The cowboy is here. Good evening, Mr. Cowboy. So I did have a lot of people that commented on the boiler video that why I don't put a cap up on the smokestack, like a chimney cap, you know, the ones that kind of have the screen around the side, and then they have the little cap that keeps the rain out and keeps any birds or anything from coming in. But I did try that one year, and what happens? Oh, wait a minute. We'll get back to that story in a second, because now we need to jump over and raise our cups up to Harry down in Florida. Harry Ellingsworth, thank you very much, my friend. Everyone, Team Woodhound drink to Harry. Cheers, buddy. But yeah, so I put one of those chimney caps on, and it had the like 4 inches of a screen, and then it had the cap. But what happens is that all day long, when the blower isn't going and the fire is just kind of smoldering, that smoke, it just goes up, and as it cools and hits the top, it just builds up creosote all around that screen. And then the top of it, so if you think about this, like if you have a wood stove, you know, you with the blower out there, like you want to get the air flowing through from the blower right up the stack to get the fire going. So if you have anything blocking that stack and the air isn't able to get out fast enough, then your fire like isn't going to burn as efficient when that blower is on in the boiler. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but yeah, so it was you know, I tried it one year, didn't work. So that's why it's just a straight stack all the way up, nothing else. Richie's Outdoors. What was that? Hey, the archery stand. Oh, that's right. Bow hunting is on. Well, good luck tomorrow, and stay safe, and drop the big one. Hope you see the big one. But good luck. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great rest of the weekend there, Richie's. Richie's Outdoors, everyone. All right. Yeah, it's so, you know, but I can understand where people would say that, because they're like, what the heck are you climbing up on that roof and risking, you know, well, I should only have to do that maybe 1 or 2 more years, and then I can send the little boss man up there to take the cap off. And all that cap is just a flower pot. I don't know if I said that in the video or not. But yeah, it's just a flower pot upside down on the top. Fits perfect. Oh, Todd Lacey. We are in, I would say, right around mid-peak of the colors, but I know north of us they are starting to peak. So next week should be good. Ooh, Door County. That's a good place to go too. Yeah, so the leaves are turning. Like I said, we got some color starting. We're kind of in the mid, almost to the peak, I think. But I know north of us, they've been seeing almost close to peak colors for this time of year. So, hey, good evening, Mr. Nick Pixel. How you doing, buddy? Hey, an Ohio Woodburner is here. Good evening, Joe. So yeah, if you get up here to Wisconsin, take in some of those fall colors, I'm I'm hoping to do a little video of that down from the actual back 40 on the farm at the cabin. So the bad thing is that it's like we've had good weather right now, but if we get like, you know, if we start getting into the peak colors and then we get like a high wind or some heavy rain, it just knocks them all off, and then you get like 1 or 2 days. But well, hopefully they'll still be around though for you next week. Whack and Axe is running out of firewood. That seems to be going around. I know Shibe, outside with Shibe, he was getting low on his supply. And Joe's Firewood, he's hauling so much wood out, he never has a chance to get caught up with his supply. So yeah, I got to go down to my little secret stash and get another couple loads. Because yeah, it's this is the time of year where you can run through it pretty fast. I just noticed we're at the bottom of the hour, so I gotta refill. I gotta make a refill. Oh. That is the one tough thing with firewood, is trying to stay ahead. It's a challenge to get ahead, and it's a challenge to stay ahead. Mega Mike. I believe it's, some stores are midnight, but other stores are 10 o'clock. So, yep, after 10, you gotta get everything you want by 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness. And look at, right in time for the refill, ladies and gentlemen, the woodchucker is back to start round 2. So round 2, here we go. Raise those cups up, Woodhounds, and give a big Team Woodhound drink to Mr. Woodchucker. Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers. Oh, hey, there. Now here's a good question. How many people, how many of you saw Outside with Shibe's video, and how many of you went out and checked to see if towing your trailer was, if you were having any issues? I took a look, and like I think I told you this before, Shibe, but that's why I only pull my little 5x8 utility trailer, because I don't want to be hauling. Well, first of all, I don't have the F-150, so I don't want to pull too much. But yeah, it's you got to check those things over, especially with older trucks, and if you are in you know, like a climate like we have, where salt's on the road all winter long. But yeah, if you got salt and slush and everything up in there, that can be a problem. Hey! Oh boy! Thomas! Thomas, thank you very much. Hello to you, my friend. And hello to, he's saying hello to all us Woodhounds, so let's raise our cups up. Cheers, Thomas. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so what was, oh, wait a minute here. Struck a chord. Firewood. His new F-150 says it will haul 14,000. Woo! But he also says he'll believe it when he sees it. Well, I guess you gotta go out there and give that a test. Yeah, I don't know. I know some of those. I know somebody else was saying one time about the new F-150's towing capacity is, and then they didn't believe. I don't know, but that'll be interesting to see if it has that, or if you can tow that much. When's the earliest I've started the boiler? Well, the earliest has been, I think a few years ago I started it like September 20th, maybe? I don't know. But usually I try to start first week of October. So if I start a week or two early in September, end of September, and then I usually burn all the way through the end of May. But I think it was last year, I still had the boiler going on June 7th. Because the first week of June was a pretty cold one. So I just kept it going and... So yeah, usually it's October 1st through the end of May is my typical burning season, I guess. But, it depends. This year, like I said, last weekend, it was cooling off, so I decided, what the heck, start it up. And there is our good friend, Mr. Richard Healy. Mr. Healy! Hair sticker laying on the side, raising his arms while saying, "How is it going?" Thank you very much, Mr. Healy. All you woodhounds, let's give a big toast to Richard Healy. Cheers. I just realized when I pop those things out there, it gives a description of the super sticker. So that's kind of interesting. And what was yeah, so look at Daniel Atkins. He usually starts his pellet stove mid-October and run mid-May. So yeah, it's just, the other thing for me is like it heats the hot water. So it's kind of nice to, if I get it started early, I might not be burning a lot of wood to heat the house, but I'm heating the hot water and everything is, then my electric bill is like cut way down. And then, like I said, sometimes last year, I think it was last year in June, it was still pretty cold the first week of June. So, I had a lot of like scrap wood to clean up. So all the bark and things that have broken off from the wood pile in the woodshed, scoop it up, throw it in. Oh boy. Oh boy, here comes the Woodhound from Pennsylvania with the super chat for the Woodhound Convention Fund. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Scheib. So everyone, let's give a big thanks and cheers to Mr. Outside with Scheib. Cheers, buddy. Yes, the Woodhound Convention Fund. I have actually started looking at some stuff. Obviously for next year, because this year is kind of... Unless everybody wants to come to Wisconsin in the middle of January when it's 20 below. But yeah, I'm starting to look at putting some stuff together for that. The Woodhound get together. Oh, upstate New Yorker. All right, so you run I'm guessing your boiler year round. Yeah, I've considered doing that. My wife Amanda, she wants me to because she enjoys the hot water. But sometimes it's like, whew, I'd have to really start building up a pile of wood. Todd Lacey wants to have the Woodhound get together next weekend. I maybe could, but you know, with all this stuff going on, you never know. Everything changes like week to week. 20 below is skinny dipping weather here. They do that, the polar plunge. That's right. Yeah, so the what was I gonna say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, so now last week, my sister, the school district that she's in, they shut the schools down completely. And now this week I heard talk that they might shut down the school districts up here where I am, and I'm just like, if they shut down the schools, I'm going to lose my mind, because this homeschooling does not work when you work from home. Oh, okay. Here is a question. Thomas. All right. So the water inside the water jacket of the boiler, it continuously gets circulated through the water line, and when that comes into the house, it goes through a heat exchanger that mixes with the water going into the hot water heater. So basically what happens then is the water that enters the hot water heater is already heated up, so the hot water heater doesn't really have to work. And then from that exchanger, it travels again over to another heat exchanger that's inside the furnace. So when the thermostat in the house drops down, the blower in the furnace kicks on, and then it blows air across that heat exchanger, pulling off the heat and pushing it out through the ductwork and the vents in the house. So, and then, so basically, that water keeps circulating from the boiler. So, if some heat gets pulled off from the hot water heater, that exchanger, like the water just keeps moving. So then more hot water comes in, for the heat exchanger in the furnace. So I'll do a video, like just showing the whole. I did one last year, but that's the thing, is I always forget that like there's new people, subscribing or finding the channel that may not have seen that video, but hopefully that made sense. And yeah, so maybe I will do a video if that didn't make sense or not. But David, you ever have to bleed off air? I have not ever had to do that. So, but the inside that water jacket in the boiler, like the top is actually open. So if like when I started it up, there was steam and water coming out that little port on the top. So like that's where any air would end up, I guess, getting forced out. I have the Woodmaster 4400, and it has a gasification chamber in it, but it's not a gasification like model. So basically, in the back of the boiler is the vent where the smoke comes up, and then it goes through a channel, and then it burns again, and then it goes back out and up. So, so yeah. You are correct, Saw Surgeon. The vent is generally the highest system, or the highest point in the system. Michael Williams, is a wood boiler worth it? It all depends. If you have access to a lot of wood that you can get or make, it can be. For me, it is. because it heats my hot water. So when I'm running the boiler, my electric bill is like cut in half. And I don't have to like worry about my thermostat for the heat. So if it does get to be 20 below outside, like we just keep our thermostat set at 74 all year long. So I know that's one of the things that people kind of mentioned, like, is it worth it? Why don't you just adjust your thermostat and I'll get back to that in 1 second, because the woodchucker is back chucking wood. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? Woodchucker, buddy, thank you very much. Everybody, let's raise our cups up to the woodchucker. Cheers. So my whole thing, like when we built this house and I put the boiler in, was, I didn't want to be like a thermostat police, like turn it down in the night, crank it up in the morning, shut it back down, program it to go up and down. And then I didn't want to, be worried about, like, if it drops down to 20 below for 5 days outside, oh my God, what's the heating bill going to be at the end of the month? Like, I didn't want to worry about all that. So that's why we put in the boiler, and, it's, like I said, we set the thermostat and we never change it. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to, like, wonder what our heating bill is going to be at the end of the month. I do have my furnace is natural gas furnace. So that is like my backup. So I don't just strictly have just the boiler. But yeah, it's so for me it's oh, I thought somebody snuck in here. You want to come up here and say hi?
I was going to show you something.
Uh-oh. Look who's here. The little boss man. His hair is getting long. See, everybody is saying hi. So give a wave to him. What?
Can I show you something?
Oh, okay. Maybe plug it in right over. Can you plug it in right there and lift it up?
What's up?
Or plug it in right there. Oh yeah, you can. He's got something new.
Not tell him, it's a secret.
Okay. Oh, everybody's still saying hi. Oh, where are you gonna do it? Okay. Yeah, he is growing like a weed. Like I said, that's why I'm hoping in a year or two he can be climbing up on the roof and taking that chimney cover off.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, what was that? Uh-oh. Wait, how are we going to see this?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. If you are new here tonight, this is what happens when you're live with a 6-year-old in the house.
Right, already.
All right. Ready? Oh my gosh, look at that. He's got a big spider. Oh. All right. Now you have to unplug it though. Oh. Yep. New Halloween decoration today. Oh. But so that's one other thing that I'll explain in the video, is that a lot of times people get confused with the temperature of the water in the boiler and then the temperature in the house. So there's 2 separate thermostats. So like the boiler has its own set points when the blower kicks on, and that doesn't determine like the temperature in the house. So if the thermostat in the house drops down and kicks on the blower in the furnace, it pulls heat off of the heat exchanger, and then that drops the water temperature, which then would turn on thermostat on the boiler. So it's a pretty simple system, but it can be kind of confusing. So maybe I will do that video here in a week or two. We'll see. Hoopster1, good evening. That would be that would be something if you did get up to that. But keeping it there would be another challenge. Yeah, I don't know where the wood spider went. That is there has been now, I don't know if it's just because it's cooling off, but we were moving some wood around the other day. And there was a lot of spiders in the woodpile. Hey, Michael White, old timer. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and we have another up in smoke firewood. Good evening. So, I got, for all these new people here, I got a quick do this plug. 1 second. All right. So if you're new here, if you haven't been over to back40woodhound.com, let me show you that. So you go over here to back40woodhound.com and you can check out all kinds of stuff, you know, like the online store where you can get some sweet merch. Otherwise, this is where you can sign up for the Back 40 giveaways. And you only have to register once, and then you're like in every time we do a giveaway, you're entered in the drawing. You just have to be on the live stream to win. The other thing you can do over at back40woodhound.com is you can add yourself to the Woodhound map of the world. So just throw in your name and your location, and then we can get your little paw print on the map here. And we're getting a good cluster here on the east side of the states. But yeah, so again, if you're new here for the first time and you haven't been over to back40woodhound.com, head on over there, check it out. There's all kinds of crazy stuff, pictures. I think I've got the link to my Instagram feed on there as well. But yeah, I don't know how many woodhounds are on the map. I don't think I get that. Maybe there is a way, but yeah. Hey, Travis Cover. Glad you could stop by, buddy. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend. Thanks for stopping by. But the only thing is with the if you do put your name on the map, I do go through and I enter those. Like, it's not automated, so like, because I just like to see where everybody's from. So sometimes it takes a day or two before you show up on the map. So if you fill out the form and you go to the map right afterwards and you don't see yourself on there, you just might have to give it like a day, and then you'll be on there. So that's the only thing, because sometimes I've seen people like enter their name like 3-4 times in a row because I think they're thinking like, put my name in and I should show up on the map, but that's not quite how it works. Hey, Jeff Stacy. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good weekend. So yeah, what time is it? So, all right. Anything else I gotta think? If there's anything else I wanted to quick touch on here. I don't know what. Oh, the Van Dusen. Oh, but wait before. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mr. Woodchucker. Are you entered in the Back 40 giveaways, Woodchucker? I hope so, because I need to get your info off there. All right, everyone, raise those cups to Mr. Woodchucker. Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers. Anything you don't put in the boiler. Well, the only thing I put in there is wood and cardboard sometimes when I'm burning off the creosote or like just starting it up. But yeah, I don't burn like, papers and garbage and anything like that. It's just all wood. I don't burn pallets. Just because I don't want the nails in the ashes. But all just, any wood, any type, any species, I burn it. That's why right now I'm burning up all this pine that I got last year. Just got a whole bunch of pine in. So, but it burns, so why not use it, right? I mean, I know some people prefer certain species, like, only burning oak, but for me, whatever I can get, I will put to use and make BTUs. Oh, I don't even know. I have no idea. I think last time I saw on Facebook Marketplace, face cords were going for like 65 to 75. So $210 a cord. I don't know. Not very many people around here buy by the cord or even sell by the full cord. Everything is just face cords. But yeah, so I don't know. Hey, Big Frenchie from Quebec. All right. Well, good night to you, my friend. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good weekend. Yeah, I don't know why people don't sell. There's a few places that sell by the cord, and then I've seen another couple places that they have the big roll-off dumpsters that they sell the wood in. So they like deliver one of the big dumpsters full of wood, drop it off. I think it's like $250 or $275, and then I'm guessing they just come back and pick the dumpster up when it's all gone. But that's kind of a pain to like unload the wood from, unless it's got a door on it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, But yeah, some people are putting in the all the different prices around the country. I know that, like I think it depends too. Like for instance, around here in the city, I just don't think a lot of people have the space to like store a cord of wood. Maybe, and that's why they don't sell by the cord. I don't know. But so yeah, so next week we're going to be having, I think, hopefully, maybe, the reveal of the Van Dusen axe for the giveaway. Because I'm thinking we probably will hit 7K in the next few days, and then the Van Dusen axe will be coming. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're getting people adding to the map. All right. We're getting I think there's only 3 states that we don't have a paw print on. So we're getting there. We're getting the map filled up. So all right, so hey, there's for Fernhill Farm, Mr. #Woodhound. 7K in the next few days. #7K in the next few days. All right, everybody. I think we are about getting close to wrapping this live stream up for tonight. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. It's October. Can you believe it? October is here. It came fast, man. It was like all of a sudden September started and then boom. Now it's October. So let me jump over to everyone's favorite little jingle. So yes, again, thanks everybody for being here tonight. Enjoyed hanging out with you. Hope you enjoyed your time hanging out with all us crazy woodhounds here on the Back 40 Firewood channel. Thanks to the moderators. Oh, and Mr. Outside with Shibe is coming in for last call. So thank you very much, Shibe. Everybody, let's raise our cups one last time to Mr. Shibe. And cheers. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.